Well, I got to tell you, the grain market is getting kind of weak in the knees here, and let's take a look at what the corn market is doing right now on the big board here with our quotes provided by bar chart. We have December corn dropping 14 3/4 cents at 507 3/4. That's making a new low for the day. March also on the low of the day at 517 1/4. That's down 14 3/4 as well. Well, on our soybean trade, November down 12 3/4 at 1185 1/2. And you have January down 13 1/2 cents right now. Well, as far as the wheat market goes in Chicago, December is now down 16 1/2 at 717 1/2. That's within a penny of its low of the day. Likewise in Kansas City, a lot of pressure today. December down 19 1/4 at 720 1/2. That would be within a penny of its low of the day as well. In the spring wheat trade, Minneapolis, December down 7 1/2 at 947 1/2. That's a penny and a quarter from its low of the day. In the cotton, we're down 184 points now at 104.54 cents per pound. Well, what about that oats market? That seems like that has had a lot of dynamite under it, even though the other markets have been struggling. Well, not today. We have December down 21 cents at 627 per bushel. And looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average, we had some CPI data out this morning, and now the Dow is down 166 points in December at 34,094. All kinds of bearishness. Let's bring in Todd Bubba Horwitz of BubbaTrading.com in Chicago. And Todd, what is the deal here? Why is it a risk-off day almost everywhere we look today?
Well, Marlon, actually the NASDAQ is up really big, but here's the issue. We've got higher inflation, which is going to hurt the commodity space. You know, again, as much as they try to ignore that we have inflation, the cost of oil, the cost of natural gas, every input cost for a farmer has gone up. This is not good news when there's inflation because they can't get their prices to rise. And at some point, they're going to be underwater on planting again into next year. And this is a big problem when you have, a Federal Reserve that continues to ignore the fact that we have real inflation and will not let rates rise because of the debt service. So it creates a solve. Take a look at every soft commodity across the board, and the grains, cotton, coffee, sugar, cocoa, everything is getting hammered today because of those reasons, because of the input costs are going to be rising so high, and yet we can't get the outputs to go up because nobody's working. That's the double-edged sword of trouble.
Now, what about the lumber market? I wanted to take a quick peek here at the lumber prices as well.
It's up. It's up $20. Look, lumber trades 200 contracts a day. It's almost impossible. But you remember, it was up at 1,900 and crashed to 400. Now we're back at 7. I mean, it's better, but and so is copper. But again, the real softs that are liquid are really struggling because of the high cost, and that's what the problems are, and that's where we really end up at. And soybeans have done some very bad technical damage here now that looks like they got a chance to run to 1180, if not lower now, which is a concern. Corn is now below 520, which is a concern. So there's a lot of angst out there right now, and I think that may continue for a little while.
Is it especially bearish to you that we had some overnight export sales, 2 batches of soybeans, 1 batch of corn, and the market sells off the way it is? Is that especially negative?
No, I don't think so. I don't put much credence in that. The price action in the markets actually tell me what I need to know, and the price action is very, very bad right now. And we've got a chance to really accelerate to the downside from here, unfortunately. But you're going to start to get some panic here, I think, and some pushing out of some open positions of the longs that we're trying to play. So I think this is the entire setup right now does not look as good. And I thought after yesterday's report, I knew it was going to be bearish, which I wrote about, and I thought it would bounce off of that bearishness, but unfortunately it did not.
All right. Well, Todd, thank you for talking with us today. Appreciate all the help. Todd Bubba Horwitz of BubbaTrading.com. He is located in Chicago. And we're going to pause right here. We'll come back and we'll get you updated on our livestock trade right after these messages. Come on back.